Model Rail Scotland 2024 is very fortunate to have the remarkable Donaghadee layout. Pretty well, 99.999% hand-built by Gordon.
Yep.
Talk us through where we are and what period.
Well, this is Donaghadee on the County Down coast, short distance from Belfast. Not much of it exists except this area here today. It closed in 1950. It was like a beaching type cut exercise that took place throughout Northern Ireland. So everything along here is now gone.
So this train that's just coming in here to the platform, where's it from and where's it going?
That would have been coming from Belfast. It could have gone out to the like of Ballynahinch and even right down to Newcastle as well.
And I suppose in those days, very few people had cars, so the
yes.
railway was
definitely.
Was the lifeline.
Yes, without a doubt. I have based it as it was just before it closed in 1950. All the buildings are all scratch built by myself.
Remarkable.
Some buildings were there and then they were taken away, but I've kept them just to show people what all was there on the day. All right. It does bring back happy memories for me. We'll have a little cameo inside the station building because we holidayed in another little seaside town called Malile, and we walked in the evening to get ice cream, and then my sisters and I would have printed our name out on a little aluminium strip on a machine for a penny. So there's the cameo of that's in there.
Brilliant.
All the buildings were gone, but the buses were along here, and then you could get the bus and go back to Malile.
And talk us through the little harbour around the back, because I love layouts that have got a water feature, and this is just beautiful.
The harbour itself, it was built in about 1821, and it was between Donaghadee and Port Patrick. It was the main Irish mail route. It also, basically Donaghadee became the gateway to Ulster for the Scottish settlers when they come over. You're talking about the days of sailing ships, etc. But the horrendous storms that took place between Port Patrick and Donaghadee ended up, there was too many disasters and they decided to cancel it and move to Lawrence-Stranraer.
I love layouts that have got colour, movement and a water, a harbour or a canal, and you've got all of that. And what really impresses me is this is something that you did during lockdown.
Yes. Basically, the boards were just made before the first lockdown, so I was stuck in the garage. It's not a big garage. It's actually the layout has to fit from corner to corner, and you're doing 12-hour days. So that's how you were able to condense, because this would have normally taken about 5 or 6 years. So it took me the COVID years to do. And then I was able to exhibit it in 2022 for the first time. Still wasn't finished, and I've done a couple of shows back in Northern Ireland.
Gordon, a remarkable lockdown project. Thank you very much indeed for showing us around. And this layout and many others are on show at Model Rail Scotland 2024, and we'll be back very shortly.